do. You know what I'm saying? We good people trying to be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We good people trying to be. I don't want to his ankle. I might have to do it. Shout out to the shout out to the people living up, listening to wisdom. I'm gonna do it just like that because I don't want to do too much. I want to do what I want to do. Shout out to some listen to wisdom. Shout out to Mercy Ann for listening to Real World J podcast show. And this Father's Day talk, and this is Father's Day special. We are live on YouTube Live. We are live on Speaker. There's wisdom. Whoa. Did I just say a possum? I really just say possum. Like, I don't know. Okay. I think I just seen a possum run through my goddamn yard. Hell no. But yeah, we're here on the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J, Unapologetic J, Al-Qaeda J, home of the Twin Desert Eagles. Host Mark 2.5, twice a night had the time. And then we're going to start the show out. The vibe of the show is Father's Day special. And, you know, sometimes a lot of good fathers were probably bad guys in their 20s and in their teens. And then they changed their life when they had a baby, when they had a kid, or when they got married, or when they met their special someone, or they just changed because they know there was caused damage. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you reach your goal, being a great father, and being a great father is the most important thing that you can do in this world, in this earth. At the end of the day, you need to put out perfect product. You know what I'm saying? You need to put out good product, and having a father around, male or female, is the best tool that you can give your kid in this world. Here we go. Let's go. We vibing tonight, baby. Just a little walking music, little vibe music, you know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying, this music I listen to, you know what I'm saying? You know, just let's go. You see, really, I don't give a damn what you make things big. I'm gonna do what I'm doing, say what I'm gonna say. You understand what I'm saying? You better. I was born in these streets, raised in these streets, walked in these streets, talked in these streets, lived in these streets, hustled in these streets, raised in these streets, raised out these streets. Hey, did I walk to the daddy of these streets? Cause I love these streets, cause I love these streets. Long, pay my dues with my melody. I'm a bad man, not ashamed of a bad man, yeah. Don't be so love. I'm a bad man, yeah. Not ashamed of. I'm a bad man. Life they need to. Yep. Let's go. Well, some of the tops, wait, if I walk the valley, the deep spots, the shell I run these spots. I'm a bad man, not ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of bad man. Don't be so love. I'm a bad man. Ooh, that I'm ashamed of. I'm a bad. Oh, I've been called a bad man. Yeah, most definitely been called a bad man. Now I believe a day Let's go, let's go, let's go. Real World J Podcast Show. Let's go. And we Father's Day talk. And I always have like I guess Mark called it, what I'm saying? Mark called it the what I'm saying, the monologue, what I'm saying, beginning of the show, whatnot. So, my thing is like um, um, um what's going on? But what happened? Okay, all right, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, man, I'd rather just um the monologue of the show is, I guess like I said, Mark called it the monologue. I guess the monologue of the show is um abandonment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like being an absentee father or abandoning, what I'm saying, your daughter or what I'm saying, or your son or your kids, um, just because you love the world more than you love them. That don't make you a good man. That actually makes you the worst man, and that actually makes you one of the worst men in the world. You got the most destructive trait. You got the most destructive trait in you, and you use it. Because not knowing your kids, not seeing your kids, and not being part of their life. Like, I understand, trust me, I understand bad situation, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know I have seen it. I have actually seen it with my own eyes. I actually know people, like, personally, like, man, they could a man or a woman couldn't even would like a woman, like a woman could make it so miserable, so bad for a man that he does have to leave. And I say that because, like, if you so miserable on the inside, you're only going to project. You're only going to put out. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to put out bad product if you had nothing but bad in you, and then you can project it. You can project it on her. You can project it on your kids, and then that's it. You know good. I mean, then you know good when you're in it. You know good when you're there. So you know good when you're there. So and then it's some situations that a man has to distance himself so much, or be not in his kid's life because of the relationship that he because relationship that he created together with this other human being. It's so toxic that they created something so toxic that they can't even parent. They can't even do the most important thing that they're supposed to do in life is parent. If you have, that's crazy. Like, what the hell? Like, why would you create a situation so crazy in your life, so crazy in your life that you can't even manage or take care of the most important thing in your life? Because that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And why would you do that? You know? Some people have like mothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't use the word baby mama because that's like, why? It's like mother, that's the mother of your child. Like, some men have lives, some men have lives, and like, their mother and child make it so hard, make it like, is that like that's their passion. That's, what I'm saying, that's their motivation to make it so hard that he can't see his kid. Do you know how much? Do you know how much energy that you know how much energy that you can use to make you know what I'm saying, to make your son or your daughter life so much better? Use that all that negative energy that you use it and turn that shit around. Like make it make sense. Like it's your job to set your kid up to make your kid, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The break you supposed to break bitches saying which your kid, you know what I'm saying? Like that's your job to break bitches cycles so they don't have to go through the same thing that you've been through. That's your job. And then but you helping, but you say you want to help bitches cycle, but you creating them because you have a toxic relationship with the father that is so bad that that's something that you help create because it take both of y'all too, but you help create that it's damaging the most, it's damaging the point, and the point is the child. So everybody losing, you losing, the guy losing, and most importantly, the kid losing. Come on now. You ain't the smarter person. You ain't the smarter person in the room if you see your kids suffering every day. You ain't the smarter person in the room. Point blank. How? How? And you the cause? Boy, make that make sense to me. Real World J Podcast Show. Let's go. Man, shout out to Mark 2.5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Host of the Real World J Podcast Show. You know what I'm saying? Twice as nice and half the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All day long. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Half of the Twin Desert Eagles. Bang, bang. And shout out to the. Go ahead, my bad. Listeners, man, they listeners, man, they listeners, they listeners, they listeners. And they might follow us, they listen. You know what I'm saying? They receive us. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to 7. Appreciate y'all for joining the shout out to Wisdom, you know what I'm saying? So this gonna be a phenomenal show. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a phenomenal day.
And even to the fathers who stepped up, that maybe it wasn't their biological child, but they stepped up.
Man, man say if I say I know stepdaddies, I send them a Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, right, you doing the impossible. You taking care. You know what I'm saying? You giving unconditional love to something that is not technically yours. That's a real big man. That's a big man. You know, so that's a big man with a big heart. And I salute you, my G. I salute you. If you out there, you listen, I salute you.
Oh
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the stepdaddies out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because everybody won't do it.
Because you know, any man could have a child, but not every man could be a father.
Hell nah. It's a shit. It's if you know somebody, and they say it's easy being a dad, they're a horrible fucking father.
Right.
They're a horrible fucking father. I promise you.
Having a daughter.
I promise you. If a man say, if he got a daughter, if he say, man, it's easy with a daughter, you a horrible father. Horrible. Cause you ain't around, you ain't did nothing, you ain't seen nothing.
Yeah. No, that's the type of father that the streets raise a daughter.
Mm-hmm. And then talk about her.
Right. You wonder why she make certain decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't fix something that's shattered. The streets don't save no one. You gotta save yourself from the streets. You gotta save yourself in the streets. Right. Put an 18-year-old girl. Tell me. I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna say that because I'm black. I'm gonna say like I'm black, and I want you to give me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Put a 18-year-old black girl with no guidance, no hero, no father figure. 9 out of 10 times.
Yep. Talk to him.
9 out of 10 times. It's gonna be that one. They need them. It's gonna be that one that's gonna have that's that motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's that motivation. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, wherever he was, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And whatever he not is perfect in what I'm trying to do. I know. I did it. Shit. I know. I know what that is. I know what that do to you. I know it. I understand you 1%er.
And you did it with much less support than other people would have had that done it.
Oh yeah, man, because that was part of the motivation. Just jump. You know what I'm saying? So I understand 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. She falls into the vicious cycle because the vicious cycle is the world. You know what I'm saying? With no guidance, no hero, no father figure, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? With no plan.
Exactly. And I want to shout out to the 10 listeners we got on Wisdom right
Shout
now.
out to y'all. Love.
Everybody who follows the Real World J podcast. And of course, you can always check us out on YouTube Live as well right now. Shout
out to Pressurelicious, aka the Vampire Slayer, for joining the Real World J podcast show. I really appreciate you for joining the Real World podcast show, and we talking about Father's Day, and so and we
if anybody wants to join in on the Wisdom app,
yeah.
Step out for about a minute, so feel free to request to join. Y'all get in the conversation, and
yeah.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing.
So I'm gonna give y'all about a minute.
I got you.
Let us know what y'all talking about.
I got you. You know what I mean? I got y'all. You know what I mean? Because end of the day, it's like, man, you know, because like end of the day, you know what I don't understand? A person being this is male and female because both people do it, and I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand it. This is what I don't understand. Like, make sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like make sense to me. You know, so I had to close the garage. I seen a damn possum. What the hell? The fuck I'm gonna do with a possum coming in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Shit bricks. But now my thing is like, okay, I don't understand. Like, if you came from, you know what I'm saying, if you came from an absentee father, you know what I'm saying, no hero, no father figure, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never met him, right? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So you know what abandonment feels like. You know what abandonment is. You know it is. You know exactly what that is because you dealt with that for the rest of your life, and you for your whole childhood, and you dealing with in your life today. So why would you go out and be with a man that is a deadbeat father, that his worst trait in the that he has one of the worst traits in the world, characteristics in the world, abandonment. Why would you trust anyone that abandoned their kids? That's not someone that's not someone that you want in your life. I promise you. Because if he abandoned his kids, if he abandoned his kids, if a person abandoned their kids, why do you think why would you trust someone who abandoned their kids? Like, why are they in your life? Because I promise you, your life ain't right when you got with him. Because he's cursed. He's cursed. He's university cursed. He cursed by God. He cursed by the universe. And he just the Walking Dead. And you walking with the Walking Dead and you expect everything to grow around y'all. Stop it. No. You know what I'm saying? Show me a guy that been his kids and show me and you won't see me with that guy. Because because you said fuck them, you said fuck me. And I'm not yours, and I'm not even your responsibility. Crazy.
That's true.
It's crazy. Think about it. What we doing?
I haven't seen you around too many people, but the only people around me, and I don't have any, and maybe around Justin at one point, but I don't think he had any at that point, and Keon, So,
yeah.
I don't know if Keon has. Not sure.
Yeah, he got a little girl. Little girl.
Like you were saying.
Yeah, she might got daughter.
Around, you keep it around people that you, like you said, you wouldn't see you around.
Hell no, you wouldn't see me around because you you know what I'm saying? Because like people be like, well, damn, Jesse just don't fuck with people no more. But it's like, no, because it's a character thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing. That's a big and that's not even a trigger for me. That's just a real life thing. I've been through it. I know about it. You know what I'm saying? It made me who the man I am today. But it's I couldn't. So it's because I never understood it. So I could never understand. I could never stand next to a man and understand him. Because I didn't understand it when it was being done to me. So I don't understand. So a guy can have a conversation with me and make me like, yeah, my nigga, I get it. My thing is, me, I'd be like, try harder. Figure out something. As long as you live it, you can figure out something. The only excuse that you got when you dead. And you can apply that to anything in life. People be wondering, man, why do people certain people, man, certain people always, man, you just feel like certain people always gonna be good. Even if you ain't never talked to them in 3 years and you call them, you talk to them and you see them, they be like, that's just what you expected. You know what I mean? Because they always said that because they put effort in everything they love. And put everything and put effort in everything that really matters. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like a 6-figure income matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a 7-figure income, trying to reach my goal to get a 7-figure income, that matters to me. That's a real, that's okay. That is okay. That is okay to have passion and, you know what I'm saying? And, and spend your time and, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? On that. That's not, I don't think that's really, if you have a decent woman in your life, that y'all not going to have hard conversations about that. That's not even okay. What, you spend too much time on trying to make this money, but you see it coming. That's not the conversation, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't have conversation with toxic things. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I don't believe going in circles. I don't believe going in circles, man.
I agree.
I mean, because that's why you're tired. Because you're running in circles. When you're running forward, you're running straight towards the goal or the plan, or you executing it, you ain't tired. Shit, you got your second, third win. You ain't say you were tired. People's telling you tired. People tell you that you're tired, but you ain't tired, then you ain't tired.
Right. I mean, are you speaking mentally tired or physically?
Whatever.
Drained?
Whatever.
Right.
Whatever. Well, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You decide. You know what I'm saying? You decide to sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody sit you down. You know what I'm saying? And a bad father can do that. Like a bad father can do that because because a man without a plan will, you know what I'm saying, is a promise maker, and he'll sell you dreams.
Right. Also a dangerous man.
A man without a plan is a dangerous man, a reckless man, an irresponsible man. Man, that man, he's an arsonist. Basically, a man without a plan is an arsonist. Because everything they touch, they burn that shit up. They fuck that shit up. Have you not seen it or done it? Have you not seen it or done it yourself? It been plenty days on this earth that I ain't have a plan. And I would just do, you know what I'm saying? Walk through the motion. You know what I'm saying? But I swear to God though, but when, like, you know what I'm saying, like when Ashley told me she was pregnant, man, like that's when I start like having like a real like a man's plan. Like that's when I start planning for my future. I start planning for, because I was like, man, I just can't like just wing it and just be like, hey, I'm Jay every day. You know what I'm saying? With no days off. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Like once you started pregnant, I was like, man, I can't be in this warehouse like too long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta start I gotta get like a job, and you gotta dress up. And I'm like 29. I'm like, man, I gotta dress up. So I gotta start applying. So I gotta get this job so I can make more money, because I gotta make more money because I got a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole family, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want my, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want my wife to have to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? My wife don't pay rent. You know what I'm saying? My wife don't pay the household bill. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my job. Like they should. Why do they got to worry everybody? They got a roof on their head if I'm here. Like, make it make sense. like that's good. Like why? Like so we checking the water on, checking, and I'm walking around with her with my chest up, with my shirt off. Nah, nigga, you need to have a shirt with somebody's logo on the back. Try to get, you know what I'm saying? Try to get where you fit in. Something. Bad father. Inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, a bad father, like a bad father is someone who is inconsistent, and a lot of people agree with that. I mean,
what would you say is the difference?
The shit costs money.
Like 29-year-old Jesse getting that news, and a Jesse 10 years later getting that news.
I done it.
Or now.
I done it. Remember, I'm already 3 months in.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Real World J podcast show. Let's go.
Get the applause on ready.
Man, get the applause on ready, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, my wife 3 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So 10, like he said, 10 years later, and then 10 years now. Boom. That's the question. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, this is documentary. This is forever.
This is for the whole world to see. You know what I'm saying? This is for the whole world to see forever.
You know,
baby.
10 years later, 10 years from now, a 10-year-old boy could come listen to, you know, him talking about himself, basically, you know, his dad talking about from 10 years ago.
Talking about himself in the fourth person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. People ask why I smile a lot, because I pay a lot of money for my teeth. That's one thing that you need to invest in. Well, one thing, man, I learned.
Yeah, no, but that's real shit. I mean,
real shit.
For the first time.
I know women want to kiss a dude with a ragged ass mouth. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. And not even just the teeth. Let them know about the breath.
The breath. Cause it's already hot outside, and if you make it more hotter when you talk, that's a motherfucking problem. Hell nah. She said, hell nah. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Real talk though. Because people want to get especially if they intimate, they close to they get to your neck. I'm just like, God damn, nigga, it didn't got an extra 15 degrees outside. God damn. Like it's a what world the fuck that heat wave come from? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then man, to me, I don't like talking in the morning time because that's the worst time that's the worst time to breath though. Because that's like 8 hours that your mouth will close. And then now we want to talk, you know what I'm saying? And talk, and then so whatever. What's up? So remember though, and then mind you, a lot of people don't brush their teeth before they go to bed. So they do whatever, and all this stuff just manifests, so it's just sitting there for 8 hours or 10 hours. Or you lazy, or you 12 or 14 hours, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. That shit just, and then when you open your mouth, all that shit just comes out. You rude as fuck. You rude. That's rude.
Ladies, y'all ever been with a man and his breath was just rude?
You can't switch no Gatorade on the side of the nightstand or something like that before you start talking. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Kool-Aid on the dresser. You know what I'm saying?
You say Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. Who don't drink Kool-Aid? You don't drink Kool-Aid?
No, yeah.
Oh man, come on now.
Kool-Aid.
Man, hell yeah, Kool-Aid is the shit, man. Especially, man, say I got some Kool-Aid pickles from this woman. She was said this black lady was selling some Kool-Aid pickles, you know what I'm saying, in a van, and I seen her stuff outside. So shit, I was coming from the ATM, so I wrote up on her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so support, man. The Kool-Aid pickles though.
I never like pickles.
That Kool-Aid pickles though, that change your life, man. Change that, man. I ain't never tell you nothing wrong. Everything I ever told you to eat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been wrong.
You got an impeccable record. You right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? For real. Whatever I ain't told you to eat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't told you wrong. You ain't never came back. You never came back like say, man, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You just do. You just do. You know what I'm saying? But I would say getting back to the topic about being you know what I'm saying, on Father's Day, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the good fathers out there too, though, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the day ones and you know what I'm saying, the ones who, you know what I'm saying, to pick up the slack, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, for the ones who don't. Huh?
I'm gonna keep it real. This is what I don't like.
What's that?
I don't like when be on social media, Facebook, whatever, right? And you got these women out there talking about shout out to all the women who are fathered. Like the one day that's made for the man, like the Father's Day. Every other thing's for them, but the one day they still want to be like, oh yeah, I'm mother and father, and like, I mean, I get it, but it's like, damn, we can't have one day.
But what? Wow. Why? No, pause. No. My perspective, right? This is my perspective on it, right? Here's my perspective on it. I know women, and my mother, I was a product of that. Mind you, I was a product of that. I grew up in the same shit that you saying. She was both. I was there.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
so when I see someone say that, or I hear somebody say that, or do that, I be like, man, bro, like it's some women out there who raising their kids and doing it is father and mother. You know why? Because they don't even know where the guy is. I promise you. The guy's own mother can't even find him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they are doing both. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. I have seen it. I have seen it. So that comment, like something like that will be a person like me will be on that side. Like, man, that's blasphemous, man. Because goddamn, like goddamn, like when they say they got, man, when they say that, I mean, I don't, man, like for real. In my lifetime, I just seen niggas one time, and I'm like, whoa, one time. It's a big world. You can not be found, and can not be want to be fucked with. It's a big world. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. So what they got? So they got to take it all. They got to take it all. No, man. Sometimes they are both. They are both.
Yeah, no, I mean that's not a question. That's for sure. The fact that they are,
because this day for some women this day is every day.
Right.
Father's Day is every day for them. So shout out to them.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying, man.
What would you say is your biggest success and your biggest failure as a father?
My biggest success as a father is watching. Yeah. Yeah. Watching her just my biggest compliment, my biggest is paying attention to her, watching her grow. I'm paying attention. I'm seeing it from my eyes. I'm paying attention. I'm not missing any moments.
So, in other words, like your biggest success is that you're present
in your life. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the most important thing right there.
Yep.
I think that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much. You know it. Yeah. You know how I go. So I would say that's my that's my biggest success. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I'm saying, knowing that she loved, you know what I'm saying, every day. My biggest success. Because I do that every day. I don't take no days off.
You know what's wild is, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. Every time, I see her a lot whenever I go over there.
Yeah.
I always see her. The time, I'm gonna be real. The time that I see her, like, I'm not gonna even say happy or sad or anything. The time when I see her be herself the most is when she's in your presence, when you're with her, when she's with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most I ever see her talk or like express herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if we go pick her from school,
Mm-hmm.
or like, you know, she wants to let you know our day, what's going on. She talk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I see her be herself.
Mm-hmm.
More than at the house or anywhere else. I see her be that in that short little time that I see that I'm in both of y'all's presence. That's kind of wild, you know.
Yeah, cause I told her one day. I said if you want me to understand, you, don't hide. You don't have to hide anything from me. Don't hide anything from me. You don't have to hide anything from me. Like, I want, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to help. Like, I'm here for you. And whatever we need to do, we would do together. So, yeah. She has peace.
Who knows how many people like she feels that for?
Right.
You know, who has actually let her know that person?
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to know that she has peace within me. Mm-hmm.
They need to be heard.
Yeah, they need to be heard. Yeah, and she knows, you know what I'm saying, and she knows that she has a voice. Because some kids, you know what I'm saying, some kids grew up not, you know what I'm saying, not having a voice you know what I'm saying, in the house, and that is very toxic. That is very poison. That's that's like that's acid just building up. That's very toxic.
It stunts her growth.
Yes, it does.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Because imagine, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine. I can imagine me walking around, you know what I'm saying, and my speech is mumbled. You know what I'm saying? Muffled. I couldn't live.
I mean, I think the thing is that sometimes, because I know that in your youth, you know, you were more in that situation, right? Couldn't really do a lot about it.
Right.
But I think as we you know, as the years go by, we look back. Sorry, there's a helicopter. There's like a whole.
Yeah, I know. I heard it too. Yeah, it's a plane driving.
Like, I don't know how many.
Yeah.
We got on. There's like a legitimate police chase going on. Like, 3-4 of them just passed by me. They got the fucking helicopter, and it's like either on the street over or the next.
Oh, that's dope.
Like,
that's dope. Damn.
But anyway,
jumping out of the seat. Real hot boy shit.
But what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
I was talking about
real hot boy shit.
Experiencing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know about it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right. But the thing is that now you understand. A lot of times things are.
You said what?
Realize till we look back.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, you know what? That wasn't really that much of a big deal.
Exactly.
In that moment.
In that moment.
It might have felt like, oh my gosh, how will I ever make it? What would I do?
Right.
But years later,
that part.
You know, it wasn't that bad. I got through that, and
mm-hmm. Right. I'm good. I'm better for it.
Yeah. Look at you now. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm better for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to heal, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's very hard to heal from abandonment. I mother freaking get it. I mother freaking get it.
But you gotta want it first.
Yeah, you gotta want it first. You gotta want to do it. Because that can take, you know what I'm saying? That can lead, you know what I'm saying? Man, people die with that. People die with that hurt. And I'm like, no. Because you're the only person that didn't get over it. Because I promise they did. That's just how I go. It's messed up to say. and it's messed up, but you know what I'm saying? A grudge is like, you know what I'm saying? Like a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't hold grudge. I wouldn't hold grudge. I wouldn't hold grudge towards a person who didn't. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to be? Who doesn't want to be in your kid's life? That's shame. You know what I'm saying? That's not shame on you. That's shame on them. You know what I'm saying? He'll never have a good life. And why would you want to be a part of that?
I mean, at the number one key to having a good life is keeping it real with yourself first. You know,
Right.
you gotta understand your strengths, your weaknesses. You gotta understand your vices, your habits.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta know who you are.
Yeah.
And you can't let people tell you who you are. And you know, sometimes, like you probably experienced it. Sometimes people have talked down to you.
Talk down to me. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and you gotta be the one to just stop that right then and there.
Yeah. You gotta be like, pause.
Am I gonna let this person, no matter who it is?
No, who it is.
I mean, it could be, anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You got in that moment, you gotta say to yourself, am I going to allow this, or am I going to cut that shit out right away?
Right.
Because the disrespect, the talking down to,
Mm-hmm.
the vitriol when being spoken to is not, number one, it's not deserved, you know? It's not like you did anything. Sometimes people are having a bad day,
Mm-hmm.
and they take it out on you, you know?
Right.
You might have nothing to do with it, but they think that, okay, well, they should have to pay for what I'm going through, but that's not true, you know?
Nah, that's unfair. That's unfair.
And it's like, yeah. And it's like, you got to tell yourself, am I going to allow this, or am I going to shut it down? Because you don't deserve it, number one. It's like, okay, I was told, let's see, we'll say a heated conversation recently.
Okay. This you, right?
In a conversation.
This you?
In a conversation, this is what happens. It goes back and forth. One person lets the other speak, the other person lets the other speak. Bam, you have a conversation. So, one person speaks, they listen, I reply, they listen, they reply. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, the volume is increased. Next thing you know, I'm getting yelled at, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, let me interject because yelled at.
You don't know what's going on.
And when I try to cut that off, I get told, shut up. And I'm like,
what?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and in those moments, that's when you have to check, or you have to check the person, and you have to be like, whoa, who? Like, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that part.
So this can happen with partners, with spouses, with relationships,
friendships.
And
yeah,
it don't matter who it is.
Right.
You gotta cut that shit off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, nah, you might say that to your child or something.
Right.
If they're acting up, and even then, it's like, I don't know, but not to somebody. There's certain things you don't do to people that
you care about.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I kind of understand, because it's like people grow up differently, right?
No.
And some people were taught Some people were not. Some people have manners. Some people not so much. But whatever it is, right? And so when things are casually said in growing up in the family dynamic, I understand as an adult sometimes you might carry that with you. However, that's when you need to break those generational curses and habits.
Cycles.
And you need to say to yourself, hold on, this is not okay. And even though I was a child, that was not okay then.
And you've been doing it for 30 some years or 40 some years, and it's still and it haven't worked for you.
Let me get it exactly right. 39 years.
For 30 you've been doing it for 39 years and it haven't worked. You probably need to switch it up. Do you think?
There you go.
That part. That part.
21 listeners we have on the Wisdom app on this Sunday, June 19th.
Yep.
Oh, tomorrow's Monday now.
That's our day right here, June 19th. That's our day.
And that's how we started.
Black people stand up.
Started off with the Father's Day podcast.
Yep.
So that's the way to do it. And so we're talking.
We talk about whatever.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you have stories that you actually can reach to with you and your daughter, and you have those examples because you've been through it.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know. I've also been told that I don't know because I'm not a parent.
Okay.
I might have been told that recently, so I'm like, okay, well, understood, because I get some people believe that. Some people believe that, if you don't go through something, then you can't speak on it, right?
But you know what comment? But you also know what stupid look like too.
There you go.
And you know what a good plan, and you know what a good plan and a bad plan is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And how dare you? If I say I care about you, and you about to make a poor decision with your kid, how dare me say something? How dare me say something?
Yeah.
Damn. Make that make sense. So how much do I care about you if I watch you, if I know it's a bad decision and I watch you go through the whole bad decision the whole time, and I know it's a bad decision and I'm going with you through the bad decision? How much I care about you?
Right.
Make it make sense. It's back. You got it fucking backwards. Y'all got it backwards.
Right.
That's y'all problem. I got it backwards.
I never really heard it put like that, but that actually makes all the sense.
Hell yeah. That's why I said what I said. You remember that's why I said what I said, because the shit makes sense. You remember the other day you were like, you said you finally got it. Why I always say that's why I said what I said, because that shit makes sense. I promise you. I done thought about that shit. Trust me. I'd have been through it, seen it. I'm just like, damn. Yeah, I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm.
So what do you believe is the biggest challenge you're gonna face here 9 months from now? As far as fatherhood goes.
Trying to just getting through that rut patch of you know what I'm saying, like getting up every 2-3 hours of feeding and stuff, and you tired and this and that. But besides that, I'm good. But
can we give it up real quick to our host, Mr. Mark Flores, 2.5 grams and a half, for just kind of on the fly joining and having great questions. Not even prepared, I have a roadmap, but this is what we do. We freestyle.
Yeah.
We go with the flow. So let's just, shout out to the host, and of course you got.
Sometimes less is better.
There you go. So but no, I just wanted to remind everybody the 22 listeners that we got on Wisdom.
Man, shout out to y'all.
Everybody tuning in. We're gonna give y'all a minute. Let y'all jump in. Let us know what y'all think. Just send a request to the host, Jesse, and we'll get you in with your comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to bring up or talk about. See you back in about a minute.
Hey, yeah, if you want to go live on whatever on any platform, let me know. If you want to hit the ask button, the join button, you want to tell your story, you know what I'm saying? You want to say something, I said something, you know what I'm saying? You want to say something, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's the wisdom community, you know what I'm saying? Like community, that's how we grow because everybody talk, you know what I'm saying? And one person talking, everybody listening, then that's not community, that's a dictatorship. And nobody growing. Only person the only person that's talking. Yeah. So, you know, yeah. Yes. You know. Yeah. You know.
And we're back. And
You
that
know
was
it.
actually the best promo I have heard from you in a while.
Wow.
Shout out to you. Yeah, I mean, you really did that thing.
I appreciate that. That was just that just came from the heart.
That was off the shake for real. Because
That's
you hit that whole like it was a real commercial. I was like, oh shit, let me get back on. You know when you be on fucking Spotify, Pandora, and then a commercial come on YouTube, and it's like a 30-second commercial. Plays right into the mix, man. You playing into the mix.
My shit, yeah. That shit, yeah. I mean, it just came from the heart. I meant that. I meant every word.
No, that's what I'm saying. It sounded like that's why. I mean, I said what I said. It's like,
you
know,
because you felt that shit, right? Appreciate you.
You know, sometimes that's what I enjoy about the podcast, and is that sometimes you say things, and you don't. As far as me, I'm kind of like what you would it, like unfiltered, uncensored, just raw, just so I don't really think of the process as much. I kind of just allow it to flow through me. So
yeah.
You know how in our everyday life and conversation, we talk at a certain speed and we think and give ourselves time to process and respond. Well, I kind of just whatever comes to mind, just bam, you know. And I think having the podcast really helps that. It encourages that because you could always listen back to it, and it's always documented. So
yep, I always document it.
Yeah, so that's why I like the freestyle version of it as well.
Right.
Two great versions.
I appreciate it. I mean, no, it's good because I always wanted because I never asked. You know what I'm saying? It's a question I never asked you. Like even like personally. You know what I'm saying? I never asked you. I never asked you personally. You know what I'm saying? Never asked you like so. Basically, I'm saying I never asked you. I never asked you this question before. And when I asked the question, exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it first.
Yeah, so I wanna. So I asked. I want to know. Like I want to know. What did you like? What did you like about the podcast?
About the podcast?
Yeah.
Kind of like what I was just saying right now about the fact that it's free in a sense, like you feel free to speak your mind, or you feel free to say whatever you want to say, and you don't have to filter or censor it.
No.
You know, and also the cool dynamic with the co-host is that you kind of have somebody to bounce the ideas off of. You kind of get an instantaneous response, and when you have a co-host that you trust, it's important because you know that person will cut you if you need to be cut, or check you if you need to be checked, or if good and bad, whatever. But you have somebody there to give you a response, to give you their point of view,
Mm-hmm.
and to let you know if you're right or wrong. You know?
Right on.
Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Makes sense to me.
The cool thing about the podcast is being able to go back and listen to where you were in your life at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could put up a podcast of ours from, let's say, 2021 and listen to an episode, and we, you know, we talk about ourselves on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a part of the show.
Yeah.
And of course, we have different topics, but you know, a lot of the time you have a monologue, or you know, we just off the cuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, so we get to see where was I at in January 2021. You know, what was I going through? What was I talking about? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's a part that I like about it. Also, the interaction with the viewers and listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably the number one reason is for the people.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can agree, because everything, you know, the thing about podcasting is, I mean, if we're keeping it real, it kind of works with a person with narcissistic tendencies or characteristics, you know. And
was to have a podcast?
You know,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It does kind of work. It does work to the favor, and it does.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have. Oh, yeah, you do. Cause it's very, it's bold. It's very bold.
Right. Very bold, and
it's very bold. Cause everybody don't. Cause everybody can't even. Everybody can't put themselves out there. This is exactly. This is even too much.
Right. So everything that we get from it, or anything good that happens, or whatever, I mean, if we're keeping it real, it's just for it's selfish. It feeds the ego. It gives back to us. But the one thing that makes it unselfish is the people.
Mm-hmm.
When you touch the people,
mm-hmm.
that is when you know what you're doing is your purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not just now. Like I said, are those side effects, or are those pluses, or are those things that we get along the way? Sure.
Sure.
You know? But we've been open and honest about our struggles with ego.